dead rent of 2.55 crore and surface rent of 93.7 lakh, resulting in non-realization of revenue. Interest amount of 90.61 crore on delayed payment of royalty, premium, DMF, ANMET and dead rent has not been realized. DDM's Joda had not amended the lease deed after enhancement of production limit of mining plan, which resulted in non-levy of stamp duty, registration fee for amounting 122 crore. Coming to water resources, injudicious decision, inadequate survey and investigation in construction of bridge led to change in design, warranting foreclosure of the contract, which led to wasteful expenditure of 2.39 crore. Similar is there for works department. Inclusion of extra lead charges of mixing plant, site of transportation of stone products inflated the estimated cost by 1.52 crore. Due to violation of condition of interstate agreement, contract for construction of check dam had to be closed midway, rendering expenditure 1.14 crore wasteful. Construction of double lane road with the paved shoulder in deviation of IRC led to avoidable extra expenditure of 5.03 crore. Similarly, adoption of high cost methods of construction of GSB led to undue benefit. Inordinate delay in acquisition of land resulted in added expenditure of 4.51 crore. Provision of dry lean concrete in road works without adhering to the state analysis of rates inflated the estimated cost, leading to the avoidable extra expenditure. Adoption of incorrect transportation cost on conveyance of GSB materials inflated the estimates of road works, resulting in undue financial benefit of 8 crore. Incorrect assessment of requirement of steel for construction of 6 bridges led to foreclosure of contract and rendering the balance of work, resulting in extra cost of 5.89 crore. This is the performance audit which is in report number 8 of 25. It is on the particularly vulnerable tribal groups in the state. So, and the report is there on the Manrega, which is there. So first I will do the function of micro project agencies for development of particularly vulnerable tribal groups, which is PVTG in the state. The performance audit was conducted by examination of records of the SC/ST, minorities and backward class department, which I will say SST department, and concerned project management units and 20 micro project agencies. The objective performance audit was to assess whether planning to improve the income level and other socio-economic conditions of PVTG households was in place, was effective, and micro project agencies as institutional mechanism were able to execute the plans and programs effectively. Interventions extended by the micro projects agencies had been carried out in an economic, efficient and effective manner to improve income levels and other socio-economic conditions of PVTG households. And monitoring and evaluation mechanism was in place and was functioning effectively. Some significant findings are there. The department and its field formation had an apathetic approach towards implementing development programs in newly notified 1138 villages, due to which 1.60 lakh, which is 54% of the PVTG population, remained excluded from the coverage of welfare programs schemes. The program was implemented only in the 541 villages. There were deficiencies in the administration of PVTG in empowerment fund, creation of supporting PVTG by providing access to financial credit to members at minimal interest. Instances of irregular payment of loan to ineligible self-help groups of 6.39 crore were noticed. Repayment rate was low, which was 45%, as of out of 12.95 crore loan provided to the 1437 PVTG self-help groups. 7 crore was outstanding for recovery as of March 24. Late marriage incentive program with the aim of curbing child marriage was not executed in the true spirit, and only 43% villages had been covered under the program. Details are there in page 18. In the absence of proper arrangement for repair and maintenance, defect irrigation, drinking water projects could not be made operational by immediate repair, resulting in potential water scarcity. During joint physical inspection, 58% irrigation projects and 55% drinking water projects were found non-operational. The people of those areas resorted to old practice of fetching water from rivers, springs, canals, which was unhygienic with possible risk of waterborne diseases. Due to lack of planning, 55 nutritional resource centers established for providing nutrition support to children and women and involving an expenditure of 3.59 crore while were lying non-operational. Establishment of eco-cottage complexes in NPA areas for creating livelihood opportunities for the PVTs had not been completed as of January 2025. Despite sanction of funds amounting to 4 crore in 1819. Interventions like establishing reverse osmosis plant and cold storage units were mostly defunct, not established or incomplete. This led to non-fulfillment of objective of supplying quality water and cold storage facilities to PVTG population, besides rendering the expenditure unfruitful. Most of the processing units like dal processing unit, oil extraction unit established 48.29 crore for provisioning income security to PVTG people were found in defunct conditions. This was due to incorrect assessment of capabilities of user groups, actual requirements in the quality, and inadequate monitoring. Although income generation activities and livelihood programs like goat rearing were found to be profitable, implementation of these programs suffered from inadequate support, monitoring by the MPS, program management units, facilitating non-government organization.
जदि आपंक आम भिडी भल लगा तेब आम चैनल को लाइक शेयर और सब्सक्राइब करने को जमा भी भूलु नहीं।